about stuff. Mr. President following him. Um,
Okay. Can you make me a survival?
sure. uh, no, I'm not trying to. Can Bob survive in the forest? Uh, hey, hey, I got a one.
So it was nice knowing you, Bob.
Yeah, love it. Thanks, guys. It's been good.
For all intents and purposes, Bob is enjoying a nice stroll along the woods. Mr. President is sort of like loving it. Mr. President, you know, you've been in frickin' Fairball and then on a boat, and you've been here for a while.
Yeah.
The train wasn't particularly nice. Now Mr. President is like in his element.
It's good, huh, Mr. President? Finally back in the forest, aren't we? Yeah, feels good. The fresh forest air. Nobody to talk to. Just me and you. And whatever's here.
Right behind me.
And with that, Bob wonders.
I wander through.
Well, we'll see what happens with that later.
Okay.
Devin goes out to find some horses. Where's my thing?
You know, I can't stop thinking about Sonic's hands under the gloves. Like, what are they? How do they look?
Why?
I don't know. It just came to mind. Like, are they flesh colored? I don't know. How do they look? Are they realistic? I imagine they're realistic, right?
Oh, I meant why did you talk about that right now, Nikki?
Hmm.
I
I
meant
don't know.
why.
I mean, there was a gap in silence. I wanted to fill it up with something. That's what I've been thinking about.
You're a fucking psychopath. In fact, I dare say you're a sociopath.
You just figured that out?
Leave Sonic and his gloves out of this.
Walking around Dovan, you can see that there's sort of various like wagons around, but you can't really see any horses. There's like wagons outside places. And then you sort of move a bit further to the outskirts, and as you like look out upon some of the sort of surrounding farmland of Milver Peak, you can see that there's like sort of just an area with quite a big number of horses, just like sort of a few acres, and they're fenced off so they escape.
Um, yeah, Dawn's gonna like walk around and see if we can find anyone that seems to be running one of the places, or just any person alongside that, and ask, do do you know who runs this place? I would like to, well, I would like to see prices for renting horses or buying them if that's necessary.
As you sort of come up to this person and ask, there are a human male about 20, late 20s, like it's kind of hard to tell, and they sort of look you straight in the eye. Oh, what's his name again? John. John breeds all the horses. He lives up in that big house, and he sort of points a little bit away, and sort of between some trees, you can see various like wood of this house that must be hidden behind.
All right, thank you. As Doven will go to the big house.
Yeah, big farmhouse.
Dylan goes to jail?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I said I should have specified which big house I'm going to.
As you approach, you're like particularly obvious, and there's like this gravel that you're sort of squelching with your feet as there's like a gravel path up, and there's this farmhand who must be like a sort of young teenage girl, and she sort of clocks you as you're coming up, and she says, "Hi, is there anything you need? Hi."
Yes, I was wondering how much it costs to buy a horse or rent it, if it's possible here.
Sure, give me 1 second. Let me finish up here, and I'll go get my dad. I think he's just round the back. And you you see her do like a whistle that I can't do because I can't fucking whistle that well. But this this dog who have been herding some sheep off in the distance just runs straight back to her, and she sort of like points at this barely like cracked open front door, and the dog just sort of runs off inside the house. And then she says, I'll be back in a minute." And then she sort of runs off to follow the dog inside. Ugh. About 5 or so minutes later, a sort of early early 40s man comes out the front door. Human. She wasn't a half elf. And he says, "All right then. Looking to buy a horse? I've bred a few up. Good stock."
Yes, so how much do you... Anyone that can one that's strong enough to carry someone as large as me, for example. That cost us, those be worth much more, or do you think your general average horse here can carry me?
Well, horses are pretty strong, but if you want to guarantee that it's not going to tire, you're going to want one of our best. Now, how many horses are you looking for here? Because maybe we can work something out.
Well, it depends. What are your usual prices, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, like I said, if you're looking for one of our best for yourself, that's going to be about 75 gold. But if you're looking for something for everyone else or just general, you're looking at about 45.
All right. I think I'll take. Let's say 4 horses then. One of the stronger ones and 3 that are more average.
There's a pause of about 30 or so seconds, and then he says, "All right, 210 gold."
Sounds good. I have the money right here as he pulls out its gold pouch, coin pouch.
Give me a moment. Lindsay! While you're counting this up, I'm gonna go get him. As he just screams at the front door. And then, I'll be back in a sec. And he walks off towards, presumably, his stables. And this teenage girl comes out again, and she takes the pouch from you, and she starts counting. So, where are you from?
I'm a traveler from a really far off place.
Like another country? We don't see many of those people around here. You don't really look like people here.
I'm sorry, I don't like talking about where I'm from. There's a lot of bad memories.
Oh, okay. Well, what brings you to Milver Peak? Because now she's like put off. She doesn't know what she can and can't say.
I'm just seeking a better life.
Right. Well, you already seem to have a pretty good life if you can afford this many horses.
There's a lot more to life than just money.
That's what my dad says, but I think he only says that because we're already pretty rich. For context, and this house is bigger than Abby's. It's like a large farmhouse. All right. Well, 210 gold. No messing around from you. And then her dad is leading these horses, and he sort of looks, and he has this rope, and he's like holding all four in one hand, and he says, "I've some experience leading these around. Are you gonna be all right taking all these?"
If I could have some help leading them off the off off the off the back off the field, I'm sure we can figure it out from there.
All right, come on, Lindsay, help me out. Consider this part of your package deal. Him and Lindsay help you out.
I appreciate it.
Back inside, the conductor getting fairly bored is sort of just moving around the house, and as he moves around, he clocks you, and he sort of like, what are you doing?
Observing the green.
Yeah, they're plant and they grow very slowly. I don't think you're gonna see anything happen while you're watching them.
It's been a while. I've only seen shades of grey. So colours are jarring. But there is some kind of beauty in them.
Yeah, I guess if that's all you've seen.
But even still, you are painful to the eyes.
Oh, I guess I do dress a little bit colorful. He has this like rainbow tie, and that shade of purple is like a bit darker than what he actually has on. He has like bright purple
Yeah.
clothes.
I make the guess you're not part of their group, are you? You seem independent.
I was their way here.
Will you
I'm
be
warming up.
out? Or will you leave him here?
Leaving you here.
You missed. I said, will you be their way out as well?
Oh. I suppose so. They're gonna have to cross on the way out. I don't think they know any other way. Unless you go north, I guess. You could always go north.
I heard they were at war. What over though?
At war. Who? There's a lot going on.
The country to the north. And this one.
Ah. You know a lot for being inside there.
Dovan filled me in.
Yeah, there's a bunch of orcs up there. They don't take kindly to the Prakans, and this place has an army of them, so you know.
Right. I have a side question. How long
What is
will
it?
you Kraken's been feared.
Since they existed, I mean, there are people who can do pretty extraordinary things, and then there are people who can't. You know, people get jealous.
When did they come into existence?
I think that's like ancient history. They've always been around.
Right. Information I must have forgotten.
How old are you?
I was around before the shadow fell.
Oh,
It
okay.
is
You're
what killed
back.
me the first time. It's the one memory I retain.
Well,
My death.
you don't look like hunched over and like an old person or anything. So, if it like preserved you, then you can't be really, really, really old.
I don't know what they did with me over the years. But my body is just a puppet.
A puppet for what? A soul?
He pulls off the glove, showing his shadow arm. This
Oh.
being the one who follows me. And as he moves, the shadow delays a second.
Yeah, maybe we don't show that to anybody else.
And that's the purpose of the clothing.
Yeah, I get that.
But in a way, it's who I am. I'm the one that's given me the ability to survive. And I don't intend to let it go.
Well, you have fun with your weird shadow thing.
You have fun with your over-the-top clothing.
I think I'm gonna take a little nap.
Sleep well.
Take a note of the heads off.
Hell yeah, creep your people up. He returns to looking at the plant.
Alana.
Yes.
By pure coincidence, as you happen around, probably on your way back, because I don't think you were gonna really get anything else, right? You just wanted your stuff and then you were gonna come back.
Yeah. See, stop
Okay.
getting anything else.
Yeah, on your way back, by pure happenstance, Dovan is with some fairly old guy and his presumably daughter with a load of horses, heading in the same direction because they're also coming back.
Oh, hi.
Hello. I bought some horses that will be riding from here on out.
Oh, that's a good idea. See, that's one. I couldn't
Make an
find.
animal handling check.
Oh God, how did he do this to me? Animal handling.
Hey man, you mess with the animals, you get the animal handling.
That's a 5.
Okay, so your hand comes out, you like brush one of these horses just barely, and then you're sort of interrupted by John, who goes, "Oh, whoa! You gotta give them some time. Come on." as he like notices the horse is about to fucking do something, and he sort of takes control.
Oh, sorry.
Look, if you break them in, give them a ride, they'll warm up. But you can't just go touching their faces.
Thanks for the advice, John.
So when are we going to leave?
Most likely tomorrow.
Good, because I need a nap. Are we gonna be visiting any other towns?
Most likely we're still traveling, remember?
True.
Oh. Don't know exactly where to go.
I do hope so. There's not many really good clothing stores here. I got mine cleaned now. Cat, get off the table. I put him on the ground and didn't throw him.
Cat sound.
Cat, I swear to God.
Just a horrible screech. It's okay, they always land on their feet.
I don't know if my mic picked up the thud, but you know.
Yeah, it did.
God, I'm gonna be cancelled on
Okay, I
Twitch now.
Oh shit, is that Alinity?
Oh my god, it's a Liddy.
Ah shit, he just threw the cat into a wall.
No, I didn't. I put him
Yeah,
on
I
the
saw.
floor.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, a Liddy did it on webcam, so you know.
You know, if you think about it, a floor is just a wall, but
With a lot of steps on it.
yeah.
Let's say, then you didn't throw the cat at the floor, the gravity did.
Oh, Jesus. No, I didn't
Gravity
throw it
did that
anyway.
Should sue.
Gravity's done a lot of bad things, honestly. Like all those people who fell down because of gravity.
Yeah, all of those people who fell from cliffs died of natural causes because gravity is natural.
So is the
what
ground.
that's what gravity wants you to think. That's just propaganda.
I was about to say something.
You're being brainwashed by big gravity.
It's too morbid. I'm not gonna. Too morbid.
Okay, Jay, we gotta
You're
know
being
now.
brainwashed by big gravitas to believe that it's all natural.
Gravity wants you to think it's all natural and it's all fine, but gravity is the biggest killer.
I was gonna say you could bend the statistics if you put down gravity instead of suicide.
You know.
Oh, God.
I'm just saying.
Good right now. Gravity's killing everyone.
I'm just saying 100% of people who died were affected by gravity.
My god.
Hey guys, bit of information here, right? We have dropped suicide rates down by 99%. Let's go.
Hell,
Sadly, though, natural causes are up 99%. So,
damn. Huh. I'm not
Like
gonna.
it's like when old people were like dying in hospitals of other shit, but they had COVID, so they said they died of COVID.
Yeah, that's true. You mean most
Cats.
COVID?
What's going
as
on?
you heard the cat.
No, she wants to go out. She is not allowed to go out.
In a lot of those cases as well, though, they wouldn't have died if they didn't have
I
COVID.
mean, a lot
Kind
of.
of
Yeah.
kicked in.
Yeah, no, but a
Yeah,
lot
it makes
of,
it worse.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Most people who do die of COVID also have pre-existing medical conditions.
Yeah, pretty much most, unless you have a really bad strain.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not just COVID that kills you off.
Let's continue with the D&D session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you not talking about it on Twitch? Is it like YouTube?
Right. Yeah, get demonetized if you said a word.
Fuck.
I think
Friendly
they got rid of that on YouTube actually.
Friendly
Oh, they
reminder.
haven't.
Friendly reminder that this is going to be uploaded to YouTube.
Okay, just bleep it out. Go into.
We don't
Yeah.
care about
Monetized.
monetization.
No.
You don't have
If
to
you are,
watch
where the fuck's our money? If it
Do
is.
you have the watch time? I doubt you have the watch time.
No, I don't even get close to the subs.
No, you don't got the monetization. You can upload anything you want.
Horizon, you can hear some clip clops outside, by the way.
The sword is drawn. unfamiliar noise.
I was gonna Google horse name, but then I googled horse noise.
Aha, I will name you Neigh.
I'm gonna name mine Dover. Fuck off.
As in
I'm gonna name
you
mine
don't
Ben.
get to-
No, you don't get a name. For fuck's sake. Are you peeking out the window? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sees
make
that
a,
Dover is on.
make a stealth check.
Leave her on the bottom. Hey!
Okay, instead of peeking, he just opens the door, looks out of the window.
Did he like fall through the door or something? Leans up against
No.
the door's not closed.
He's just very obvious. Like his hood is down, his head is white.
Who's that in the window? He's kind of creepy.
Put this
Dead
down.
eyes a child.
Is that like your friend?
Oh, wait, there's someone else there? Oh.
Yeah, there's other people there.
Yeah.
There's like a whole town in there.
There's a teenage girl and her dad.
The sunken white eyes that he has, which are almost blind.
Don't worry about him.
Well,
Finally clogs as
John
other
sort of-
people.
John sort of looks. Well, I think we've got you far enough. You probably handle this yourself.
Yes. Thank you for the assistance.
Thank you for the business. Come on, Lindsay.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Where are we gonna put them? Isn't there like a wall right here, Xenos?
That is a.
You can probably tie them up against the fence.
Oh yeah, no. Will we be allowed to put them in her yard? Have we asked that?
Ask her for permission when she comes back.
Oh, yeah, true. Of course,
Okay,
that's
so-
instantly.
For context, you have 1 riding horse and 3 draft horses.
Okay.
Horse pug.
Well, let's just put them there for now, so then we can ask him. They require a nap. Like an 8-hour in bed comfortable nap. Okay.
You have like all the time you need to sort out the horses, so I'm just gonna let you take 10 or 20 on it. I don't really mind.
Take 50. Let's go.
It's not an option. Shut up.
I mean, we have all the time,
Alright,
so it is an
we're
option.
drinking raw magic. I'm just gonna take it. I'm just gonna take 20 kg.
That's not how that works. That's a save.
Nah, it's an Arcana check to successfully ingest.
Hey, look, man. The Arcana check. You got that's like quick thinking shit.
Yeah, I know, like a one-time thing as well. If you fuck it up, you have to get the consequences. And
So, Bob,
Hey,
I'm
What's
gonna
that?
advance everyone else forward a little bit. I believe everyone's either resting or gonna like go back inside. So
Yeah.
How long would you be out walking before you wanted to like go back or?
Like an hour or two, maybe.
Okay. So like an hour or two later, Bob begins his wander back. And then an hour passes, and then another hour passes. You've been gone for about 4 hours now, Bob. And Bob's pretty smart. He'll know that like if he walks 2 hours away and then heads back and walks 2 hours, he should be back by now. But Bob's in the middle of nowhere.
Say, Mr. President, do you know where we went?
Mr. President, make a survival check. Because Mr. President might be a lot better at this.
Who knows? Let's see. I want to say he might be. Is this wisdom?
Yeah, it's
Survival?
wisdom
Yeah.
based, yeah.
Okay, he does have +2 in it.
Yeah, go on, Mr. President.
Come on. Okay, 16.
16. Mr. President doesn't have much he can convey with like his animal body, but he does look disappointed as Mr. President begins scurrying off in a direction.
Lead the way, you silly animal.
And as Mr. President and Bob go off on their way back, I would like you to roll a d20 for me, please.
All right. Flat D20, no bonuses. Here I go. It was almost a 20. It's an 8.
An 8. Okay. Make me a perception check.
Here we go. +2 again. 8. 8.
Bob's probably like fairly distracted. You know, he's talking to Mr. President.
Yeah.
It's old as well. It is don't work as good.
Yeah.
And it's a while before Bob realizes that there's about 5 kids behind him. As they're like 5 feet away from Bob, right behind him.
5 kids. What did they look like?
Okay, so there are 3 males and 2 females. They're all human, and they range from about 7 years old to 14.
Well, hey there. What are you doing in the forest?
Hey, Mr. Bird Person. They look like Bird Person. We went out to play and we don't know where we are anymore. Do you know the way back home?
Where do you live?
Just in and this like 7-year-old who was the one who spoke to you for some reason, it looks like, and then one of the older male says, in Milver Peak. We live in Milver Peak.
Milver Peak? Ah, well, fancy that. You say you're lost?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm quite lost as well, you see.
Oh.
Yeah, just figured that out a few hours ago. Well, quite far, I'd say, though. Mr. President thinks he knows the way. Right, Mr. President?
Wow, what's that?
It's a raccoon.
I've never seen one of those before. And Mr. President is hounded instantly
Hounded?
as he looks a little bit uncomfortable. He's getting like the attention a cute dog would get.
Now, be calm, Mr. President. You might be a federally elected official, but you're still cute. Well, what are your names then?
I'm Susie. I'm Sarah.
How about you, young man? May I have your name?
I'm Bobby. It could be political assassins. I mean, I'm Sammy.
Okay. Could
And
you write those names for me down, Cage?
And I'm Samuel.
Yeah.
So you have Susie, Sarah, Bobby, Sammy, Samuel.
Okay. Susie, Sarah, Bobby, Samuel.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Sammy. Wow! A lot of S names! Well, if you must know then, they call me Bob the Conjurer.
Why do they call you that? As Sarah looks up confused.
Well, you see, I'm a conjurer.
What does conjurer mean?
Well, I can make things, you see?
Oh,
Is
our
there
mum
anything
likes
you-
arts and crafts.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd like? Do you
Can
have
you-
a favorite toy?
Can you make me a jumper? I'm cold.
Let's see. So hold on. Conjuration. So it can't be longer than 3 feet, but I can make a jumper, right? with minor conjuration.
Trying to think about how long 3 feet is.
3 feet, 5 feet is like, this is a kid, first of all. So
Kid.
how old did you say they were?
The one who asked for this is 7.
Is 7. 7-year-old average height.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, I know. The average height for a 7-year-old is like 4 feet, around there.
Does it say like the object must fit in a 3-foot cube, or can no longer be no longer this dimension?
It's conjure up an animate object no larger than 3 feet on a side and no more than 10 pounds. So no larger than 3 feet on a side.
Trying to think of like whether a folded up jumper would fit.
Would a folded up jumper be possible?
I will allow Bob, for the purposes of this, to create a folded up jumper.
All right. Witness true power.
How long does this last for?
It lasts for the 1 hour.
I think what's concerning though is that it glows and is visibly magical, right?
These are kids.
Whoa. What? How?
Ta-da! Cool, right? All glowy, too.
How did you do that?
As I said, I'm a conjurer. I can make things.
Oh. Wow. He's awesome.
We're quite a rare breed around here. Not many. My family used to make things like this, too. Oh. Seeing as we're all sort of lost here in this forest, would you like to accompany me and find a way out?
They all like look at each other. They do that thing where they all talk with their eyes. Sure. Let's
All right.
go back.
Honestly, it feels good to have a conversation with somebody who isn't a raccoon. You know, talking back and all of that. For an old man like me, you don't get that a lot. Do you have families, then? I trust you do. You're very young.
We're all related except Bobby. He's our friend.
Oh! So is there a theme going on with all the S names, then?
What?
I mean, all your names start with an S, right?
Oh.
That's rather unusual, isn't it? I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. It's amusing. That's all.
I never even noticed.
Well, I'm sure it might have just been a coincidence. There is a lot of S names out there.
As you head back with these kids, roll
Mhm.
D20.
Okay. Oh, right. I forgot. As I was walking with these kids, could I have rolled some insight?
Sure. Make an
Okay.
insight check.
Where is it? +2. Okay. I think that's a 5. God, I'm not doing well today.
Bob isn't really a people person. He's just sort of taking these kids at face value.
Yeah. And hey, they're young.
Mr. President leads Bob back, truthfully. Sarah gets a bit disappointed as her jumper disappears.
Oh, yeah, forgot to mention that. All the things I make disappear after an hour. I can make things that are more permanent, but it does take some time.
And after a fairly long excursion with these kids who have been asking bird-related questions pretty much the entire time.
Why, yes, I do eat bird mates.
You begin to see Milver Peak a little bit in the distance, and as you like walk in, these kids are like about to go off, and they say, "Thank you, Mr. Bird."
Yes, you're welcome, children. My name is Bob, by the way. I said that.
Bye, Bob.
All
Bye.
right.
Bye. Bye.
Farewell, children. Have happy lives.
As they walk off, does Bob head back to Abby's?
Hi, youth. Does he go back to Abby's? Let's see. check something. Where are my... Yep. So, the tavern, the whole Front Fun Tavern, that's another town, right? In the,
Yeah, that's in the capital. That's in
the
Quebec.
capital?
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
while away.
Alright. Well... You know, I did hope I was going to get lost in that forest. I didn't figure you'd be able to lead me out, though, Mr. President. Good job. Guess I've got a few years left with me. I do want to save up money, so... I suppose I can go to Abby's. And yeah, he's gonna go to Abby's.
Everyone else, if you're not sleeping, you can hear the door as Bob comes in. If you are, then I think he's gonna be too quiet.
Yeah, he wouldn't make much noise as he entered.
I'd say at this point Abby's awake, so Abby's like in the front room.
I think the one would be sleeping in the room. Yeah.
Ah,
Hello, Bob. Welcome back.
you're still awake?
I went to bed. I've just woken up.
Oh. Did I wake you up? I'm sorry about that, dear.
Oh no, I've been awake for about half an hour.
Yes. You don't mind if I stay for one night, right? Another one wouldn't hurt.
No. Take all the time you need. If you need to sleep, there's a number of beds free. I think. Actually, everybody else might be sleeping. You can use this sofa or
The sofa will be fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
Hmm.
Mr. President can relax.
Oh. Have they been doing fine?
Yes. I'm sure you saw the horses. I think they've gone and got some horses, which is probably a good idea if you guys are traveling.
Looks like they're heading out. I might have to get me a horse too. I assume you're staying here, right?
Yes. Not right now though, but I'll be coming back. I need to head out. I have a few people to talk to.
You know, I recently read about a mystery that's going on in town. Does that have anything to do with you?
Are you talking about all the people that die?
I'm talking about the cat. Yes.
I think the cat was him.
Oh, makes sense. Interesting. I wonder why he took that form.
A getaway or something?
Alright.
I'll see you later, Bob.
Yes. Hopefully you'll wake up by then.
Oh, hello. I'm just heading out.
I thought you were gone for good.
What was that?
You thought you left for good.
I don't know what you mean.
You seemed annoyed.
Annoyed? My. Why would I be annoyed? I've gone through my share of annoyances in my youth already. No. If anything, I was proud. Donuts. Of course. Who else? Or should I say Delvin? I think he's earned that.
What did he do that made you so proud?
Well, to put it plainly, he showed me he can lead. And also, he did something nobody else really did before him. He had his own way of doing stuff, you know? Doing crime. At the time I thought, wow, he really doesn't need me anymore, does he? So, I figured it was about time to switch professions.
What are you switching to?
Well, I've been considering it. I only have 10 years to live, so I guess my last 10 years will be spent on that, wouldn't it? My current thought is perhaps a detective. Something calm. Something that makes me think. And something a bit more legal. These old bones can't take much more crime these days.
I would take this as you're leaving this job then.
Job? As I said, I'm retired. I've never been part of this job to begin with. But I suppose that you won't see me for a bit. I have to get up my reputation as a solo act of a detective for a while. That said, I believe I did tell Little Onion about something. You could pry her about it.
About what?
Well, let's just say that this detective already has his first case. Probably not too big of a case, but something to start with. Got my gears moving, you know. They're quite rusty.
Does this case have something to do with Alana?
Not directly.
Is she hiding secrets?
No. Well, not any that are that important.
Do they put me in danger?
Well, no, I wouldn't say so.
Good.
You're an interesting character, you know that? I wonder how you'll develop.
I won't develop any further.
Really?
I'm already dead.
Well, I guess you're right about that one. Still. I wonder what will come of you in the end.
Unlike you, my body won't rot away.
Sure, that's true. You can still die, though. Even though you already died, I mean... Sure, you won't die of old age, but... Everybody will die of something eventually. That's just... a cosmic inevitability.
I made it through that inevitability.
You can say so. That's... as time keeps moving, that will never be true, I'm afraid. But... you can think however you want to, I suppose. It's just an old man's ramblings, after all.
You ramble a lot, don't you?
At my age, you gotta talk a lot for people to take notice. That's why we make these characters, you know? And we try to be eccentric and interesting for the youth. Try to give them some advice in life. Guide them down a more correct path, I guess. Or, in some cases, guide them towards the wrong one. It all depends on the person.
You sound like you speak from experience.
Well, I am very old, you know. Well, for a bird at least. There's older people than me, yeah. I haven't lived for very long, really, but I've done a lot in that time. You have to. I mean, the less time we have, to do everything. And I guess that's something good for you, though, since you've got infinite time, right? You can laze about and do whatever you want for as long as you want.
There's nothing I want to do but stay alive.
Have you already done everything you wanted to do, then?
I haven't done anything.
Maybe you should start doing things, then. Or not. As I said, you have infinite time. The more things you do, though, the more you'll start sounding like an old man. Be warned. Time
Maybe
goes
I should
by.
refrain from doing more.
What was that?
Maybe I should refrain from doing more then.
Then you already are. Well, I can see the likability in that. If you don't do anything, you don't cause any side effects, nothing will change. Things will remain how they are. And that's all you want, then who's there to stop you?
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Oh, no. Except if I woke you, then I'm sorry. I can stop talking.
No, I'm done with my little nap. I think I've slept enough. I'm just gonna sit here.
Well,
Actually,
right.
I'm kind of thirsty. Give me a sec.
Could you grab me a drink, too?
What do you want?
Just some water.
Okay.
You see, like, her eyes left after the conversation about what happened. He just kind of stands there, and it looks like he's struggling to think about something. He squints his eyes.
Alright, so would you like anything?
No. There's
Okay.
no need. I don't remember taste.
Well, that's just sad.
You're telling me you can't taste? That is sad. Thank you.
There's been no need to taste. And so I'm sure everything I taste is dead already.
No reason to taste, huh? Yeah. I can understand that too, considering what you told me. You know, most of the best things in life have no reason to happen. People do things, but it's not because they need to do it. Really, if you think about it, you don't need to breathe. I'm sure you don't have to breathe anyways, since you're undead.
Yeah, there's like no raising of his chest. Like, people don't need to breathe. It's like, yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. You don't need to smile, you don't need to look, see, hear, smell. There is something about that that's a bit stress relieving, I suppose. But it does leave you a bit empty, doesn't it? At that point, life is just things, objects in the world, and things that move in it. And are objects even real? I mean, if you don't need to see, and if you don't see objects, and if you can't feel them, if you can't hear them, are they real? Do they exist?
During this conversation about the object, Horizon is like reached up and is thumbing the pendant on his neck of the silver dragon.
Hmm. Interesting.
My brain is beginning to hurt. Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I learned a lot of this stuff from my father. He was a bit like me, but he didn't get out much. All he thought about was, well, what is the point of life? Why do we do things? Are we just here because we want to be? Or do we need to be here? If we all stopped living, what would happen? Would the world change? Would it stay the same? Would we even have a world to begin with? If the trees disappeared, if we disappeared, if everything that had a life disappeared, wouldn't it all just be an empty field? The field wouldn't even have grass, would it? And the earth, well, the earth wouldn't be filled with anything.
Well, that's just sad.
So you're saying we should observe stuff and things,
I'm
or they
saying
won't
that.
exist anymore.
I'm saying that it's your choice, kid. If you want to look at things, if you want to see them, if you want to hear them, in my personal view, that is what life is in the end. Without it, it's just an empty plane. And even if we do die eventually, at least we used up that time when we could do things, doing things that we wanted to do. And in the end, that might not matter in the grand scheme of things, but it's better than being the equivalent of that all your life, not doing anything. Wouldn't you say? I think that's why old people are so willing in the end to accept dying. they've done everything they wanted to, and if they didn't, well, at least they did things. They accomplished things. Maybe not a lot of them in some cases, but at least they tried doing things. They gained experience from that, and in the end, it was better than not doing them. And though they might die, at least they weren't always dead. And who knows? Maybe if they did good enough, something out there will give them another go.
So what you say is we have no purpose but the one we make ourselves.
I suppose a simplified version of it would be life is what you make of it. Life is the things you do. Nobody gets to decide what you do in life.
Amen.
Even if it's illegal, even if people don't like it, what you do is what you do. And in the end, it doesn't matter. To the world, but it can matter to you if you want it to matter. And in some ways, you know the old term, it only works when you believe it, if you believe in it. Well, if we think about it the inverse, if you believe in it, it works. I'm sure I'm just boring you, though. All that old man talk.
It was kind of interesting.
I hear voices. What's going on here? Oh,
Ah, donuts.
right. We'll be heading out tomorrow, but today we will mostly just recuperate. However, if we should have enough time to get used to the horses, or let the horses get used to us.
My, look at him.
Well, and based off how well you ride the horses will determine pairs of who will need to share a horse then.
That's smart. Say, Delvin,
Yes.
are you doing what you want to do right now?
I'm making progress towards what I want to do.
That's what I was hoping to hear. Good for you.
I'll let you in on what I truly dream of doing once we're done here. Once we have that, all of that money.
No, go on then.
But yes, we should rest up for now and get ready to ride to get used to the horses in the evening.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Walks off.
He said, "I'll tell you when the whole."
Oh,
job
when?
is done."
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll place it what you go do after the one. Like, what you can do when you get the money.
No.
Okay, no, you gotta tell us after, right? It felt like such a power move. It's like, yeah, I'll tell you. Peace.
I'll tell you, I don't know. Ah.
This
Well,
day is a like quick speed freebie for you guys. You can do anything you want. Seeing which you can add your breastplate to your inventory.
Ooh.
I'm gonna let you train the horses. You have an entire day to do it, so like that would get done.
Right. Yeah. So hold on. What time is it? By the time that Bob goes to sleep?
By the time that Bob goes to sleep, I mean that's up to you, Nikki.
Okay.
Like it was already like 9 a.m.
Bob would like to wake up very early.
Okay, so that day and night, you're gonna like go to bed at like some time.
Hell yeah, 17 AC.
Yeah. Well, basically, Bob would like to wake up early because he would also like to try and leave before anybody else wakes up.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Okay.
Can't hide from me.
I'm not trying to. I'm saying that he's gonna try, but it doesn't matter much to him if people do wake up.
Yeah, I think Dolvin would give like a time for everyone to like get up at like by like 8, because that's sun will head out. So if like if Bob would know that, he could just like know like, oh yeah, I'll just wake up at 7. Ah.
Yeah. Okay.
I assume we can long rest. Yeah, KJ.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, Bob, you're up and it's early. The conductor isn't around.
Like, okay. If nobody's around, yeah. You would see him walk out.
How does Bob walk away? Is it like normal? Does he look a
Before
bit
he walks
shifty?
out, he closes the door and just seems to like place a hand on it for a second there, and then he sort of turns the hand into a fist on the door, and starts walking away.
The window is opened.
Right,
Just goodbye.
Well, if you do want to say goodbye to everybody else, you can. I wouldn't want to bother anybody that much, though. It's not a goodbye forever. I'd say it's, well, until I get my footing in this new profession of mine. As I said, Onion might know something. And, well, if she's forgot, I'll be going somewhere big.
Your magic could be useful. Are you sure?
My conjurations are, well, sure, you can call them useful. They're the things I know. The experiences I made. The things I make. They are objects. I know that you can handle it all. I know that he can handle it. That's partly why I'm leaving. He doesn't really need an old man like me anymore. He He's not as much of a crybaby as any of the other people I've had to tutor. I hadn't really tutored him either. He has his own way of doing things. And it's different from the old hat way that I did. It makes me happy. Alright. Hold on. I did retrieve the hat. So, if he does want it, you can give it to him.
Long arm reaches under the window.
I'll need to find a new detective hat, I think.
As he just holds the hat up and looks at it.
That was originally mine, you know? Before I gave it to somebody else.
This is Sheila's house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's gone through quite a lot of people. Well, not that many. A few of them survived for a long time. In the end, I'm just happy that I did make some kind of impact in this field as well. Crime wasn't always my thing, but I think I got okay with it in the end. I know you haven't seen much of me, but in my youth, I was pretty tricksy.
And I will take your advice with me.
Of course. That is what you want to do. After all, an old man like me who's retired, I will offer advice. That's the best thing I can do. And if the youth doesn't want to listen, or if they want to listen, it's their choice. Now, take care of yourself. If you want to, that is.
Goodbye, Bob.
Farewell. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Maybe.
The window is closed. And if Horizon talked to himself, he'd say, wow, what a weird fucking bird. Because he has a very little relationship with that man.
Okay.
No. Good morning. Is that the door? Good morning.
Bob was gone.
Alright.
It is now us four on this mission. Minus the conductor, I'd say.
What do you mean minus the conductor?
He's an independent being. He's not here for our job, is he?
Well, it's helped us so far. I'd say we still cater to what he needs for this mission. That's why I bought a fourth horse.
Do you think we can still complete this mission?
Yes.
I'll do as you say then. I'm ready to leave.
Right. Just need to wait for everyone else to get something to eat, then we'll be ready to leave.
And it has been a strange sense of pace to watch things. Nature moves a lot.
Well, they're not exactly a normal group of people. Things might have been different from what you expected, the outside world being from anywhere inside the fold.
A lot less dangerous. But the dangers that lurk here are stronger. Isn't that right? And I knew what I was up against in the shadow. I don't anymore.
If you just lay low, then you won't have much to worry about. It's easier to lay low here than it is back in the fold.
And take your word for that.
Would anybody like me to make them any breakfast? I think the conductor's sorted himself out, but
No, it's fine. I can make my own breakfast if you want that.
sure, everything's stored away over here.
Thank you for letting us stay here. We will be heading out today.
No problem. I mean, you really helped me out, so... And this place is so big, and I'm the only person here.
Morning.
Morning.
Or evening?
Hello. Morning.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really nice house. Looks like the vacation house we almost went to almost every summer.
A vacation house?
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
Huh. Where's Bob? Did he go somewhere?
He was left.
Ah. Alright.
He says goodbye. For now. He seems to have chosen a new career path.
At that age?
I thought he was like retired, isn't that's the thing he said? He was like, I'm retired.
He said he's going to become a detective, but yet he's still retired.
Bob says a lot of things.
I doubt he's even old. With the amount of times he double-crossed his own words. He says he has 10 years left, but I imagine he has more.
Seen him. He looks like he has about 10 years.
Who knows? Perhaps he will live longer than most of his kind.
Hmm.
So, what's your plan? Are you riding those horses to Storo?
Yes.
Where is our destination again?
The capital.
Long journey.
It's on the other side of the country, if I remember correctly. Would we have a map, KJ?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Like, Aaron, Aulyia, and Aulyia, I'll give you, like, every single location on major roads.
Okay.
Well, has everyone remembered what they left here? What's to bring with you everything? Then I believe we can head out now.
Do we have enough food for on the road? Should we stock up on that?
We'll have enough.
Okay.
You only need food for 3 people.
I mean, I eat for 2, so 4 total.
You really don't.
No. I just want more snacks. Thank you for letting us stay at your house, Abby. That was very kind of you.
You're welcome. Feel free to come back to Milver Peak anytime. You're especially welcome here.
Try not to get assassinated.
Oh yeah, that's good advice.
I can only try. Yeah, dying sounds like it hurts real bad.
It does.
Ah, nice.
Bye bye.
It wasn't nice.
Bye everyone. Good luck on the road.
Dawn heads over to the horses and probably helps up the conductor and Olana. As it takes off the bindings and we get ready to head off.
What is this creature then?
I think we talked about that during this time we skipped over. We had some time riding horses to get familiar with them and stuff.
Oh. Otherwise, I'll probably skipped out on that because I forgot about saying anything about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly just what I said. Like when I was talking to you with Bob, I said we better get used to riding the horses for tomorrow.
Yeah, I imagined we all did a bit of rounds together.
Yeah. I'm like just outside of town.
I feel like there probably be like some latent memories of her riding a horse because I have a +3 animal handling, which isn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
So he's ridden a horse before in his past life, so he has the memories of it, kind of.
The muscle memory counts. Just say it's muscle memory.
But it doesn't have any muscles. They're all.
He does have muscles, they're just decrepit.
Still,
Actually, yeah, no, he has muscles. He's fucking ripped underneath.
Yeah, it's got fucking 18 strength.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
His body may be dead, but he was like the body before was a fucking laborer.
Well done. Shall we just follow you?
Yes.
We head north.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello there, Bob.
I guess Bob would go and find the
that is that what Bob did
Hmm?
after he left?
After Bob left, he went to go look for a horse. Yeah, I mean he's also going to a capital, just not with them.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean yeah, he's going to a capital too.
so what's your plan here then, Nikki?
Hmm? Well, Bob wants to be a detective.
I mean, like you as Nikki here, not just Bob.
What's my plan?
Are you like taking a step back? Or you're gonna like separate Bob off?
I don't know. I mean, it's whatever KJ wants. Honestly, it's fine with me either way. I can stay. I can go. We are both going to the capital right now, though, so we could probably, have plots going on in the same area. It all depends on what KJ wants to do. I'm cool if Bob just goes after this.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
7.5 hours. 7.5 hours divided by 2.
I think KJ knows what plot point I would be chasing after.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, like we were just wondering because me and Sandera were kind of thinking last night, thinking that you might be taking a step back because of university and stuff like that.
I do have university. I'm fine with these things take place very late though, so I can still do them. It's not too much of a problem, I think.
Okay.
But Aulyia is ending. Argisia is almost over. It should be fine.
Does Bob have the 50 gold to dole out? Or
The 50
45
gold?
gold, sorry. 45 gold to
I
dole
have
out.
I have 31 gold.
You yeah, in this interaction with John.
Wait, hold on. Collectively it's 42 gold.
Look, it's 45 gold for a horse.
You don't have an old man's discount?
How old are you? I can't even tell you're bad.
Well, in bird age, I would be considered a senior. And your age, I mean, technically I am 50, but I've got 10 years to live.
Make me in persuasion check.
Persuasion. Nine. Wait, wouldn't this be deception because it said I'm 50?
I mean, does it make a difference?
It doesn't. I mean, it makes a difference in it's +2 additionally, so it'll be an 11.
Okay. What was your name again?
Well, it's Bob. I don't believe we've met though. Aside from right now.
Bob. I think one of my kids mentioned you.
Oh, are you referring to Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby. Little
Ah,
rascal.
yes. I got him out of the forest.
Lost with his friends. Thanks for that. You know what? 35. Do a deal.
Ah, well, thank you. He's gonna offer him 35. Then
Enjoy your horse, Bob.
Ah, thank you kindly.
Come over here and get you saddle up. Bob gets his horse and he's off. And he's off before everyone else.
Cool.
So that interaction didn't take very long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Both of you can arrive. Well, it depends actually. You both seen maps, so here's what you know. If you head northeast out of Milver Peak, there's pretty much just all wilderness. There's no established road. But if you head that way, it might be a bit difficult with the horses. Considering there's no path for them to gallop down. Is considerably less distance though.
Mm-hmm.
And you would arrive in Britwall instead of Storo.
Okay.
Whereas if you head the other way, you would be galloping along the path. You'd be further north when you reach Storo, which is a bit further away. Either way, it's either gonna take you 1 day or 2 days.
Okay. I think that. Bob would probably go the safe way, the longer way. He's not in a rush for anything, I'd say. Hold on.
I feel like we'd do the same, right? Just follow the road.
How actually? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He's got plenty of time then. Cool.
Yeah, he has plenty of time until he dies.
I'm saying it's plenty of time before whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, you got a while, and the rest of you, I assume, are also going along this path.
Depends what would open though. I'll say. Since he's a lead horse right now.
Yeah, he's taken up sort of a leader role. It's the replacement of Sheila Sandero.
Yeah.
Just over and lead along the path.
Yeah, you'll lead as we're riding. Like what did you say the routes were again?
There is a path through the wilderness that would take you a day's travel, and you'd end up in a place called Britwall, which is just a like more south on the map, and a little bit to the east a bit more. But you're moving like diagonally northeast, so it'll be significantly quicker a day. But then there is a road from Milver Peak to Storo, which is fairly far north. It's quite close to the border, and that would take you 2 days.
Yeah, I think we would also take the longer route then, since it doesn't go through the wilderness.
Fair enough.
Okay. I would say Bob has about like 2 hours on you guys. It's up to you. It's up to you, Nikki. Bob arrives in Storo. I'd say when did you tell everybody to get up, Sandero?
I probably told everyone to get up at 8 because that's when
Okay.
we would be leaving.
7, half 7, and then 2 days. Did I work this out? Yeah, I did actually. Minus 24 is 22. So when you arrive in Sturo, Nikki, I'd say you've slept for 8 hours. I'd say you slept outside when you were like fairly close, sort of camped, and then you rode in the morning. I'd say you've arrived there at about 10 a.m. and now you're in Sturo, and you have the decision of it's 10 a.m. You got the whole day. Do you just like pass straight through, or
Do I pass straight through into town? You mean?
well, there's like basically to explain it, there's like a road with a bridge across a river, and you could just gallop the horse across the bridge, go down the road, and be out of Sturo, and you could just pass straight through this town and carry on.
Wait, is Sturo isn't the capital, right?
No.
No,
It's
Sturo's
just like a it's a fairly it's significantly larger than Milver Peak. It has like a 10,000 people population compared to their like 2,000 people population.
Okay, but it's still fairly big then. Bob is going to. How long has he been traveling by now?
Two 2 days and a couple of hours.
2 days and a couple of hours. Oh, so
Yeah.
he's close to the capital then, or no? How long would it take him to get to the
yeah.
capital? Actually,
Yeah, you're pretty far away.
pretty far away. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, hold on. He's used up. And how many days till the next town then?
Allow me to tell you. About 18 hours travel.
About 18 hours travel on horse?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
so it would take you like another 2 days again because you couldn't go 18 hours in one stretch right now.
Yeah, it would take another 2 days.
So you'd leave, sleep, and then arrive tomorrow in the next town, which is called Gurrenrasp.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that Bob would probably take a look around. I think he would. This town, does it have shops, stores, and stuff? Then?
Yeah, it does, but it's still like fairly small. So it's like general stores for people who like live here. There's a blacksmith.
Is there like a clothing store or something? Or
there's a tailor.
there's a tailor? Okay. I think he would go to a tailor in the town.
Okay, Bob goes to a tailor. There's a fairly elderly lady, who seems to be knitting something.
Hmm. Ah. Hello there, ma'am.
How can I help you?
Ah. You're a tailor, yes? Well, I'm looking for, I'm sure you already know, a change of clothes, really.
All right. What sort of size are you? Let me size you up.
I haven't really sized myself up for a while.
And she like reaches down and like sort of bends like an old lady, like bending down to pick up this stick. And then when she has this stick, she comes over to you and very like rudimentary gets measurements with the stick.
Hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you do bird sizes?
I think it's going to be fine.
Okay, well, you see, the things that I'm sort of looking for are, do you do hats? Do you make any hats?
I could knit you a hat.
Alright, well, I'm looking for, let's see. Looking for
I'll sew
something
you
that
a hat.
you can sell me a hat. Something that gives off the impression of, you know, sort of a private investigator, detective, something like that. Like a simple, but, you know, sort of classy in a way. And, I'll also be thinking, maybe you can make like some kind of suit or something like that. Like a coat? Yeah, maybe a coat. Does that seem doable? Nothing too much. I don't have a lot of money.
Um. Okay. It seems like a fairly large job. Uh, how long are you going to be sticking around for?
Well, I can give it maybe My initial plan was that I could get something here and be off. Not extremely long, but how many days would it take you? If it takes too long, then perhaps I can take a look at something you already have.
It would take me about 2 days to do what you want me to. It's quite difficult.
Okay, well, do you then have something already made? Some kind of. Can I take a look?
Come take a look.
Right.
These are the things I've made that would probably be within your size.
As she leads you quite slowly as she walks hunched over towards some things that she's already made. In terms of this like PI detective look, it's fairly difficult. She's kind of just making like clothes for the peasantry here, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
Uh,
but what she has made is like a nice like dress shirt
mm-hmm.
that might fit you, and
Alright.
some black gloves.
Ooh, black gloves. Okay. Uh, and is there any hats, any at all? Because Bob will settle for like as close as he can get it, if there are hats.
Let me think for a second. There's like um you know those like sort of just like round hats that like sit on top. They're like peasant hats. They're like round
Round
knitted
peasant
hats.
hats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She has
Okay.
a lot of them, but that's
Uh-huh.
like the only hat she makes.
I'll take it.
All right. Well, that all comes up. The dress shirt's very nice. The hat It all comes up to 8 silver pieces.
Ah, all right. 8 silver then. Whew. Nah, feels good to not be spending so much money.
I hope you enjoy your new clothes.
Thank you. You've been very nice. Thank you for helping me out. Um. Oh, one more thing. Do you I am heading currently for the capital and everything. So have you ever been there? Anything I should watch out for?
No, sorry, my family's lived here for generations.
Right, right. Well, don't worry about it. I'll ask other people. Very well. And he just leaves with his new clothes.
Yep.
Yeah.
What does Bob do after that?
After
Take
that,
off?
after that, Bob is going to yeah, he might just enter into the local tavern, just see what it's about, and then he'll leave. He'll probably ask a couple people in the tavern, like a similar thing of like, have you been to the capital? Anything I should watch out for? How is it there? Stuff like that. See if anybody's knowledgeable.
Yeah, you head into what seems to be like the local tavern, like the fairly busy place.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called the Clean Beef. Clean Beef.
The clean beef.
I love my clean beef.
Ah, well, I'm glad their beef is clean.
And inside it's mainly a mix of humans, like most of few half elves, and then two halflings, and that seems to be the patriots. And then there is 3 humans working the bar.
3 humans. Okay.
Yeah, working the bar.
He will approach the bar. Just sit down and sort of get the attention of one of the bartenders just by tapping. Excuse me.
This male in his early 30s, like brunette, nice beard. He looks fairly like handsome, I would say. He's like on the upper scale of attractiveness that you've seen in this town. And sort of turns. Hey, what can I get you?
Ah, well, I'll have what is something not very alcoholic, something on the lower end, if you will. I'm a bit old, so. And also, I'm traveling soon. Do you have anything not very alcoholic?
Oh yeah, you can just get some Trollbane. It's 4 copper.
All right, thank you. I've also, if you wouldn't mind, you're this tavern owner. You've encountered many travelers, probably, right?
They pass through from time to time.
Right, right. So, do you have any knowledge on the capital?
Kadakavu. Yeah. Most people say you don't want to fuck up there. It's where all those Prakens are at. You commit a crime, they'll shoot some magic at you, wrap you up, freeze you in place, make your heart go. I heard they made some guy's heart stop
Really? Oh. Oh, that's scary.
Yeah,
So,
you don't want to commit any crimes over in the capital.
so you'd say there's a good amount of them, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not just the army there.
If
Keep
there's
peacekeepers too.
So if there's is there not a lot of crime in the capital then?
Oh no, the crime's fucking everywhere. You just don't want to get caught.
Oh, all right. Do you think they might be in the market for some investigators or people in the law? Then,
I don't know about the king or anything, but the people probably. You know, if you want to get to the root of the crime, figure out who stole your shit, killed your wife.
yeah, things like that. Yeah. See, I'm looking to sort of become a sort of private investigator. So I've been thinking of going to the capital. Get some work.
Well, I'll give you. Don't get on the wrong side of the crown.
Right, well, I intend to try and stay with the crown, really.
Guy came in here. His hand was missing.
Oof. Yeah, that's pretty
Said he
bad.
nicked something in the capital. Took his hand, so I couldn't do it again.
My. Well, thanks for the info. That's useful to know. Hmm. So, I trust you lived in this town for a while, right?
Yeah, about a part of 20 years or so.
Say, there's a couple people that'll be passing through here in a bit. I've had my eye on them. If they look suspicious to you, don't say anything, but don't tell them I was here.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
All right. On that's 20.
Right, I'll keep an eye out.
Good. All right. Thanks for the drinks. Been good. And that'll be Bob's time here as he then heads off.
Okay. That's one heads out, the other heads in, as Bob was saying. His time gap in this place.
All right.
I actually have a map for Sorrow, I just never used it. There you go. That's what this place looks like. You come in from the south, west, down here.
Right. Anything else we need in town other than stocking up on rations?
I want to go check the clothing store real quick. You couldn't find anything in the other town.
All right. Try not to get anything custom made. If you want to buy something they have that will already fit you.
Of course.
I can go as long as his horse can. So I'm fine.
Hello, cat. Goodbye, cat.
I have nothing I need to do here.
That was necessary.
So, you guys head in.
Cats, please.
Sort of down by the entrance, you pass a place called Clean Beef. There's a nice tavern sign outside. Looks fairly busy.
Yeah, I think what we're mainly looking for is just like a general supply store, and like I guess Alana wanted to see a tailor or a clothing store.
Yeah, she'll split off from the group.
Don't split off. Not when we first arrived at the town.
Oh, I just wanted to be quick. I thought you said I had to be quick.
I just told you to not get a custom order. You need to be careless still.
Alana, when we're alone, that's when things strike best. We see you as a target. You're weak.
Hey!
You're small.
Hey! I didn't used to be the smallest person in the group, then the other smallest person decided to die.
I heard she had a gun. What do you have?
He takes out the daggers. Oh, one
Exactly.
dagger?
Toothpicks.
Wait, he takes out the other dagger?
That's the point, Alana.
Stay with us.
Are you gonna have to do store thing?
We'd rather you stay alive.
We'll look together. Don't worry about it.
We say completely forgetting about the conductor.
I'm not moving the fucking tile for it.
I know. So we say is that we just forget about him. We don't look back at him. He just disappeared. He's like, well, he's dead. Fuck.
You guys head off. There is a couple of general stores. I say the first one that you sort of run into is called Simple Trouble.
That sounds like trouble.
That's a troubling name.
If you sort of look through the window, you can see a half elf is sat behind this sort of makeshift counter desk on a wooden chair, and he's looking. And then there is a young human man, maybe like 16 or so, sort of around the stock, restocking stuff.
By the way, I just making note that I'm buying like feed for the horse to keep with us. So like, it's like 5 copper a day, or like something like that enough, or do you want me to like just actually go out of my way to buy horse feed as well?
Just buy the feed at 5 copper per day for each horse.
Okay. Right, let's stock up on rations and then look out for another.
Sure.
For one of those clothes stores.
How much was it for horse food, KJ?
5 copper per day.
Okay. And how much does it weigh?
Let me tell you.
I imagine we
Weighs
can
weight,
like tie it up in saddlebags.
weighs 10 pounds.
Jesus, never mind.
Food?
Keep in mind,
Mhm.
horses
It's
can
like
also
this.
eat grass.
It's like a big bundle of like horse hay. Big old 10-pound bundle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let this motherfucker graze.
Okay. Had to kill your horse. You arrive at the tailor's, which Bob had recently been in. This old lady. How can I help?
Do you have any pretty clothing? Something in white,
Oh.
preferably.
Something in white, pretty. I have a dress that was never used. White dress.
Oh, may I see it?
Sure. It's pretty expensive. It's 3 gold.
As she leads you over with a hunchback, slowly walking. This nice white. It's like a nice but cheap version of a wedding dress. She like never sold it. Like a relationship fell apart and she never got to, never got to get rid of this dress.
Aww.
Aww.
Somebody was cheating.
Just a question for Alana and the conductor. Are the two of them carrying their own rations, or are they or are they relying on fucking Dolven to carry rations for them?
They can carry their own rations.
How
Well, the
about
conductor
Alana?
can.
Cats, I am going to yeet you out of a window if you keep doing this.
Twitch! Francis doing animal abuse!
No!
Got him.
See, this keeps blowing up my chair.
He's verbally threatening a cat.
No. Asshole though.
We can't
Let me see how much your ration is.
Hey, Jeffy B, get in here.
Like one ration weighs 2 pounds and costs
Just so you know, something, her husband can carry his own
silver.
rations.
I cannot carry a single ration.
Have you checked your inventory? Maybe rations is what's weighing you down.
Rations. I am carrying 4 rations.
Okay, so you can carry some of them. Probably in between towns at the very least.
Yeah, and if need be, she'll tie some other to her horse saddle.
Okay.
Yeah, your mounts can be used to carry more than you can. Like that's their main purpose. Because honestly, they don't make you that much faster. Based on what I'm doing for them, they let you move another like 16 miles a day, which is actually pretty good.
But majority they just carry stuff. It's a draft horse, right?
Yeah.
Draft horse, yeah. So you probably should add a draft horse to your extras so that you can like keep track of its health and stuff.
Exactly what I asked.
Hear that, Xenox?
Pardon?
Add a draft horse to your extras if you haven't already.
Oh, yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how up to standard is this dress for Alana?
Caruso.
KJ Fancy asked the question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how up to standards is the dress for London?
Oh, up to standards?
Yeah, like from what you used to.
I don't know. You used to like pristine riding horses, so like this draft horse is like pretty shitty in comparison.
Dress, not horse.
Oh, dress? I thought you said horse.
I'm sorry,
I
I'm
thought I said the
very
dress.
tired.
I'm sorry if I said the horse.
The dress is like cheap. It's like the worst dress you ever seen.
She'll just be
It's-
like, not really my style. But thank you for allowing me to look at it. But anyone with a passive above 10 knows she's not interested at all. She thinks it's okay.
I don't really have anything else.
Ah, that's a shame. Oh, maybe next time. Thank you. Bye bye.
Alright, goodbye.
I really think I'm gonna need to look in a bigger town, to be honest.
We're on our way to the capital.
Oh, yeah, true.
Your standards are too high. That might be the problem.
No, the quality's too low. Oh, craftsmanship, I would say.
Get something to eat. I'm kind of hungry.
Right, we can stop by the tavern to eat, but even if we won't be staying there tonight. I think we ride back to where our tiles were standing.
Now keep a watch outside. As they go into the tavern, Horizon just sits outside on the horse. Actually, no, he sits outside and the horse can do whatever the fuck it wants.
KJ, can you promote me?
Yeah, there you go.
I'd
Why
imagine
don't
we
you
tie
leave
the
it
horse
to
just like to a stop or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, Horizon's like further out, so he's just kind of holding onto the rope. Oh my god, look at him go.
Explorer man.
Bob the PI. No, his name's Jay.
I like how his hand is just magically suctioned to this book. That's one powerful grip.
It's super powerful grip. Look, he's magic, okay? He can do what he wants.
I imagine that, like, in reality, he's like got like one of those, like, it's like he got a elastic band around the back of it that he's licked his hand under.
there's something holding that book there.
The hood made him seem really old to me. Now it's like it's ruined.
You can't really make old-looking characters in Heroes.
Yeah.
The best you could do is the posture.
Mm-hmm. I'm still making him hunchback, yeah. But... I think that might be to his advantage. You can pass off as a young new detective looking for a job.
You guys
I'm
and
just
clean beef.
I honestly hate that fucking name so much.
Clean
Barbecue,
beef?
No, clean beef.
Ah, okay.
I mean, it's beef that's clean. There's nothing wrong with it.
What, Sinax, you don't wash your beef before you cook it?
My
Oh,
brain
see,
horny,
nice.
only think vagina.
Damn.
No.
KJ knows what I mean, probably.
Don't know where.
Toads.
I hope they have
Okay.
soup.
Soup.
Yeah.
Yeah. You walk into clean beef. The conductor sort of like just sits at a table. Like I think here's a good place. Who's gonna go up and order stuff?
I mean, I can if both of you want to have a rest.
I'm gonna take a tea. Here's 5 copper.
What do you want though?
Just get me a soup.
Tea and a soup. you not want any food, conductor?
I'll have a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Gives you 2 copper. Tea is 5 copper, soup's a 3 copper.
When the tea is more expensive than the soup, Jesus.
He's looking more than you.
I mean, it's just soup with extra steps.
Yeah.
She'll go up to wherever ordering place.
The bar.
Hey, how can I help?
Could I get a tea, 2 soups, and a loaf of bread, please?
Sure. Tea, 2 soups, bread, 13 copper.
She hands it over.
Well, what table are you guys at?
That one, and she points at the very obvious Tobin sitting at the table.
Right, got it. Can't miss that. We should be with you soon.
Thank you.
The very big guy sitting next to the very small guy.
Imagine if she just pointed at the small guy.
How much was the soup, KJ?
3 copper. It takes a little bit, but then everything arrives at the table. Drinks first, obviously. We'll sit down. Horizon, outside.
Mhm.
Make me a perception check.
Hell yeah. Like to hand, but worse. Shit.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Well, you notice a number of guards seem to come out of this long building on your right, and they run left down the street and then up here towards the river. There appears to be 5 guards.
I'm gonna get a look. Which way do they turn afterwards?
Right.
I was just gonna follow up the road. Go up the alleyway, whatever, the street. That's it. Because these are alleyways, these are streets. Yeah.
Now that you're sort of out in the open across the river, you look across the river and you can see a number of sort of the common folk running towards the southern end of town, like down from farmland and their homes across the river over here. And then people in armor with weapons are running the opposite direction towards the farmland. And then off in the distance, quite a way away, you can see a large number of orcs, about 400 or so, descending upon this place. And as you come back, that is where I'm going to end today's session. There's orcs, baby!
I'll forget now!
Shit.
I told you there was a war!
Can I at least tell the party first?
No, do it next session.
Oh no.
Mm.
Now Horizon just rides off, runs away. See you guys.
Dude, everybody's running away.
You guys could leave this place. You have horses. Like,
Yeah.
next session could just be you fucking running
You'll leave
away.
We
It
have
could
not.
also be. It could also be fight the orcs and die, and Bob is the only one alive.
We have no allegiance to this place. We're bad guys.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, we are leaving.
Probably, yes. I must add that the cat who has been annoying me has found the tiniest box on my desk and has decided to sit in it. See, it's spilling out of one side. It is adorable.
I think I'm gonna keep these ones around 3 hours. 3 hours seems to be a good pace.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good time.
XP, what's the situation with that?
Yeah, what do we get?